Well, at this point, let's try to put all the preceding gore and guts and dismembered bodies out of our minds and turn our attention to loftier matters. After their Oscar-winning success with My Left Foot, director Jim Sheridan, producer Noel Pearson and just about the entire production crew have come together again to make another film set in Ireland. It's called The Field, and it marks the comeback of that veteran actor and reformed Hellraiser, Richard Harris. Set on the coast of County Galway, this Irish production includes British actor John Hurt and also the American star Tom Berenger.
You'd be surprised how important something it is.
The central role, though, is played by Richard Harris.
I haven't done a movie for a while, and I didn't intend to do a movie ever again. And this script came for me to play a different part, because the producer is a friend. The director is a friend, and they asked me to play a different part in it.
I ended up in Dublin on a vacation, and I had dinner with Noel Pearson, Jim Sheridan, and Richard Harris, and they talked me into it.
And the reason for making the film basically is Jim Sheridan's directing it, and it's a very good script indeed. It's only a second film. He made My Left Foot extremely well and very successfully. It's an attractive proposition.
I like the story of the play, just the essential simplicity of somebody wanting a field and prepared to go all the way to get it. And it's about an obsession, so I suppose that attracted me.
The character is somebody who, he's sort of gothic. He's sort of mythic. He sort of represents everything that's noble and passionate, fearless in a strange way, about a small acre of land, which can be a nation. This man represents all the inner things we feel about our country and holding on to it. Though it's not a political picture, don't misunderstand us. It's not. It's about a man who owns a couple of acres and somebody wants to take it off him.
Well, the people around here sort of have the notion that the field belongs to me. So do I, and that's a fact.
I think the idea of an industrial man, you know, who's come to Ireland to kind of create jobs versus a kind of fundamental position of the bull who wants to keep the land for grass. That's a worldwide issue, you know.
The director, George Katzenberg, was like real tall and lanky. He was about 6'2". There should be some element of mystery about him. You don't want to know everything about him, which I agree with. Actually, it's been great fun not playing the lead. I like doing supporting roles and also ensemble pieces, although I wouldn't call this an ensemble piece. It's more like, I guess, the fifth character in the story.
You'll be well advised not to.
Why's that?
Well, you could be inviting a lot of trouble for yourself.
Oh? From whom?
This field is mine.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we?
But my advice is to stay out of it. This is deep. Very deep. Deeper than you think. Hey! Run!
Producer Noel Pearson and his team had great difficulty finding a suitable location until they chanced upon the village of Linan.
We had travelled literally from Donegal to Killarney, and just when they came in here, I wasn't on the recce for this one because I was tired of it. They just called and said, we have it, and that was it. There was no discussion. And when I came down here, I said, that's it. And the bleakness and the starkness of here has a unique beauty to it that you won't get anywhere in Ireland, or I think anywhere.
I love it, personally. The west of Ireland, I think, is one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Cellular telephones don't work here because of the hills. Sometimes the ordinary telephones don't work here, and we're kind of 50 miles from the big city, so it's 2 hours if anything goes wrong, and we're 5 hours from Dublin. For once that the weather, because it's raining, suits it. I mean, this morning there was no rain, and they have to put on the rain machines, you know, which is crazy.
I kind of like shooting in the country versus the city in the sense that it's just a little less nerve-wracking. Simple things like sound, noise, and crowd control, and keeping automobiles off the streets and things would be much more difficult in a large city. People are a little easier to handle. They're more helpful about it, I suppose, than being in a major city.
Leave us through! Move! Move!
What then was it like working with Richard Harris after his long absence from the screen?
It's great. It's like having an acting dad. And he's great. As the Irish say, great crack, you know, great fun.
And I fear every night going to sleep whether I'm going to pull it off or not. You know, I think I've certainly, it won't be for the lack of effort.
As the sun goes down, the cast and crew prepare to work on into the night.
I'd like to have gone out, you know, as T.S. Eliot said, with a bang, not a whimper. I think this is a bang. And so I'd like to say, if this is really successful and I'm really sort of good in it, then I'd call it quits, I think.
And the field opens here in October.